Did they used to have square dances too, or was that before your time?
Well, once in a while, the biggest time was at Old Christmas,
Oh, yeah.
and they have a square dance.
Did you go to all those old Christmases?
I used to when I was a kid. In fact, somewhere I got a picture of me riding Old Buck.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which Old Buck was nothing but a cow's head with a nailed on a piece of 2x4 or 2x6 with a blanket thrown over it.
Was Old Buck supposed to be scary to
Oh
children?
yeah. Actually, Old Buck come out of Frisco Woods, so they said.
Uh-huh.
And that's the tale that people would tell their kids to frighten them into being good. But if you don't behave, Old Buck's going to get you.
Okay.
It was a mysterious old steer that lived in Buxton Woods and just come out after bad children. Frisco, I mean.
Frisco.
Yeah.
Was that based on a true story? Was there a crazy steer?
I think it was just something made up by people, like I say, to scare their kids into being good.
And so when do you suppose they started doing Old Buck at Old Christmas?
I don't know. Before I can remember.
Did anybody ever come down from Wanchese?
Very seldom. There used to be a guy that came down, that his people were originally from here, and he would play the drums.
Okay.
And very seldom anybody would come out.
Right.
Of course, back then, the only way they could get here before the highway, you know, on the ferry, was either come on a sailboat or something. So they didn't, unless it was somebody that was originally from here, would come in on the mail boat or the fish boat, you know, and stay with some of their people just for Old Christmas.
Right. So how would it unfold? There would be it was kind of an all-day thing? People
Yeah, it was an all-day affair. They start out like in the afternoon with a turkey shoot, or actually back then they shot for oysters.
Right.
And no turkeys. And then later on, about dark, they would start having a chicken stew. They'd stew chickens, you know.
Ah.
Most of them were stolen from somebody if they could steal them.
Really? Did people dress in costume?
No. And then after the chicken stew was over and the oyster roast, always had an oyster roast. After that was over, then they'd have the dance. A couple of local guys played guitar and a mouth harp, and the guy would beat the drums.
Did they have a fiddle?
It seemed to me like it was somebody who played a fiddle. I'm not sure. Once or twice, but a normal thing, it was guitar and a mouth harp and drums.
Right.
That was it. And that was local yokels that could make a little tune.
And that's when people would dance.
Yeah.
And when did Old Buck come out?
Usually that was pretty much the wind up of it when Old Buck come in.
And what would happen when Old Buck came out?
Oh, everybody would, you know, it was a big thing.
Was it one guy or two guys?
Two guys under this thing, and one leading. Actually, like I say, it was like a piece of 2x6 or something with his head nailed on it,
Yeah.
and a couple of guys under it with blankets thrown over them.
Right.
And once in a while, somebody would try to get up, but usually the guy that was leading them wouldn't let anybody jump on their back, you know, because
Yeah.
it's kind of rough on their back with that 2x4 up there.
And so they would just kind of walk around?
They'd just lead him in the house and make a circle and lead him back out.
The kids would scream and
Oh,
run,
yeah,
get
yeah.
excited.
Yeah, and the women.
Did Old Buck make noise?
No, he didn't make any noise.
And then they'd lead him out, and that
Lead
was
him
it.
out, and that was it for another year. Like I say, they'd either donate the chickens or they'd steal them.
Did the boys have that job, go around stealing the chickens?
Well, I have a couple of times.
Yeah.
In fact, got shot at one night.
You did?
Yeah, trying to steal somebody's chicken.
Oh my gosh.
For chicken stew.
Were you right here in Waves? Or?
No, it was in Rodanthe.
Oh my gosh. I hope they're only using rock salt.
No, I think maybe they were shooting in the air. I don't know, but I wasn't taking any chances back then.
And they expected, like the night before, that a lot of people had to watch out for chickens.
Oh yeah, they expected that their chickens were going to be raided.
Oh my God.